today's topic, we are going back to our series of how millennials do business.
Yes, another
we have
millennial.
a very special guest. She is a young entrepreneur. She is the managing director of iWantSeats. Let's all welcome Miss Samantha Kapunan. Hello, Sam. How are
Hello,
you?
Managing Director of iWantSeats.
Yes.
Hello. Okay,
Welcome.
we're happy that we have Samantha here now
Yes.
to tell us about her business.
Yes. So to start, what is iWantSeats?
Okay, iWantSeats is an online bus booking website. Well, actually, it's an application. We want to develop it both for the web and mobile. So we want you to be able to book your bus trips to provincial destinations in real time, like an airline.
Wow, malaking tulong sa mga biyahera. No? Okay, sige. Since ang topic natin, how millennials do business, so let's emphasize na you are within that bracket, right?
I think, yes, I still am.
Yeah,
29.
29.
And you... ko.
Tapos you put up iWantSeats or you found dead. Kasi coincidence na rin, sama natin. Millennial yan eh. So, kailan ka nag-start sa iWantSeats?
We started the business in 2014.
2014.
Yes.
So,
About 3 years.
yeah.
Yes.
So, 26 pa lang siya noon.
Oo.
Yeah.
Yes, I was.
Tama.
Yeah, 26.
So, iWantSeats with, ikaw lang ba? Or did you have like co-founders?
Okay, so the product side was my father. He was the software engineer, the lead tech guy, and I was in charge of the business development side.
The sales and marketing.
Sales, marketing, management, these other things that you need to run the business.
Yes.
Well, what was your background before you started? What were some of the things that you studied or your past experience?
Okay, well, before I went into the startup, I was in advertising for a year.
Advertising.
Yes. And then before that, I was in production, film and advertising production. Yes. But throughout my life, because my dad is a software engineer, he's a tech geek. So we've always been exposed to technology, emerging technology. Even before they were uso or meron na kaming GPS sa car bago pa magkaroon ng Waze.
Wow!
Oh.
Kaya pala, so kahit
So
na nasa
kayo ang
film,
pioneers.
so kahit na nasa creative side of the world siya, no?
Yes.
You were already exposed, so it's nothing new. No,
Yes,
nag-help
it was
in
always
business.
innate, that we were for technology and these things.
Nice.
So then that's how you came up with iWantSeats. So what was first of all, why this idea?
Yeah.
Why did you...
Why online booking?
Where did this come from? What was your inspiration?
Okay. Well, before, you'd always hear mga news na, lalo na pag undas, mga, mga
pag
Halloween,
holiday break,
yes,
ganyan.
holiday break, Christmas break, New Year,
I can
summer.
relate.
Yeah, you'd always
Sa
see
mga
news.
nagbabas.
Yes, exactly. You'd always see news that the terminals are full, people are waiting for an indefinite amount of time, like
Correct.
4 to 5 hours. Ganun. Imagine
Correct.
that. But we're already in this age where it should not be that way. You have
Parang behind masyado.
you have technology to aid in making that process better. That's part of the reason that inspired us. Also, as a tech company before, we specialized really in transportation and logistics. So we had that insight na.
So you had that background already?
Yes. So we thought of creating a solution for this, and it turned out that people really needed it because we were able to validate it quickly. People used it immediately. Apparently, it was already a need. So at that point, we were like, hey, this could, this is something that can actually make an impact for not just one company, but the industry as a whole.
Yeah, not just for earning profit, but actually giving service to the Filipinos, especially kasi nga masyado nang behind. Tayo na lang ata yung pumupunta talaga sa terminal kapag magbabiyahe, pero other parts of the world, di ba you were saying earlier,
the States, we don't really have this problem. It's a normal thing
you
to
book everything
online.
You do everything online.
So for our viewers who are international, what is the problem in the Philippines about this? Pag holiday season, maybe they don't know why is it so congested, these bus terminals.
Well, first is they do things manually, meaning the ticketing is manual. They do it with the paper tickets. So and the terminals, because bus companies have different terminals, right? They're not
Right.
connected, so it's hard to make reservations when you don't have a system that centralizes everything. Basically, they're not automated yet, so
Yun.
it's hard to make bookings and gather data if you don't have the facility to do so.
Correct. Plus the traffic and plus the fact that they're located sa iba-ibang lugar. Yung
Yes.
mga bus terminals talaga iba-iba, hindi sila sama-sama, di ba?
Oo.
Meron dito sa along EDSA, meron sa loob somewhere.
It's not like an airport.
Yes,
where all of the airlines are in one
correct.
terminal.
It's kind of not strategically located. So yun yung isang problem. So that is what you're trying to aid.
Yes.
Yes.
And okay, sobrang cool nung idea na yun. So, okay, yung we want to focus on how you do things online, like what is doing business online like. Ganun.
Okay.
Kasi walang store, you depend on technology and stuff like that.
Okay. Well, the online kasi it complements the physical store. It should in our case it should complement the physical brick and mortar bus terminal. What we wanted to do with the online is to make it more accessible, precisely to not let people have to go to the terminal pa to get a ticket.
Yes.
It expands awareness na you tell people, meron palang bus na papuntang Baler or papuntang Baguio na I can just book online, I don't have to go. Because without the online sites, it was hard before to know na where the bus terminals are.
Yeah, kung anong oras yung trip na to.
Yes.
Tama.
It would
So
be hard.
there's no posting of schedule of what time the bus is gonna leave?
Kasi if I hindi ko alam kung hanggang ngayon this is happening, pero walang website yung iba kasi na bus terminals.
Most of them don't. The big ones now, they do have.
Okay.
Actually, some of them even have their own booking na rin. Yes.
So how do you know what time to go to the bus terminal?
Good question. Before it was a
Before,
problem.
Okay.
Parang common knowledge lang siya na every other hour, parang ganon.
There's an
merong
interval.
trip.
There will always be a bus that leaves,
Yeah.
but you're never really sure, especially for peak seasons kasi
Okay.
Correct, na fully booked na pala and all
So what do you do? So for example, if I want to get on the bus on this time at
You just go to the terminal.
so let's say for example I want to leave by 8 p.m. I should go like 4 or like 5.
Okay, an hour or
An
2
hour
hours
before?
advance. Before.
And you're just estimating it?
Yes.
Oo,
That-
hindi sigurado, right?
That was before, but now what we're trying to do is to really fix the schedules and make it easier for the passengers to plan nga. If you want to leave by 8, then you can choose which trips to take.
Oo.
So that's with iWantSeats.
Yes.
So what are the some of the features then that on your site that helps alleviate that problem?
So we have the trip selection. You choose the time, and then you get to choose your seats. That's why I want seats.
Oh, you can choose your bus seat.
Yeah, you can choose
Like an airplane.
Yes. You can choose your bus seats and then pay. Right now we don't have credit card payments yet, but that's gonna be integrated soon.
So how do we pay?
Over the counter for now.
Oh.
Yeah. But you'll
Okay.
have other options.
Over the counter, sa mismong terminal na.
No, we have an account where our passengers pay.
Oh,
Their online bookings, and then we confirm it, and then when your booking is confirmed, you just print out the voucher, you go to the terminal and say, hey, this is my reservation, and the rest I will just like the terminal let you check in and give you your boarding pass.
Okay.
Okay. So, sino yung mga bus terminals? Who are the bus terminals that you've already partnered with?
Right now, we
The bus
have
lines.
Joy Bus of Genesis Live, and then
Okay.
the others we are working on the back end, and then we will
Yes.
soon bring them live. So we have more routes coming soon. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so may Joy Bus Ride, tama, and then Genesis. So karamihan, I think yung trips under those bus lines are going the north area, right? Up north?
Baguio, yes, Baguio and Baler.
Yeah, up north.
Okay.
Okay, my question is, paano, Sam, if these bus lines, these terminals decided on having their own site where then wherein passengers can book online? I mean, what's gonna happen with iWantSeats?
these systems naman eventually can be integrated somehow. Like the airlines also have each have their own sites.
Yes.
Yes.
But you have now apps that can aggregate different airline schedules.
Oh,
Right?
okay. So you can still work with them if they end up doing that.
Yes.
Okay. So I know for your app, this isn't necessarily the first one here in the Philippines, online booking. There are other platforms, but what's different about yours versus those other online businesses about booking buses, transportation?
With iWantSeats, we're very tech-oriented. We have a tech background, so we really pay attention to the tech inside. Like, we want it to be real-time, so we focus on making it that way. And very integrated now with the operator. We also focus on the operator, not just the passengers. So we have, we create systems for the operators as well.
How do you, can you explain further how do you make it real time?
Real time. So it has to be one system, or they need to be using the same system, to be able to communicate in real time. Like when I book as a passenger, the bus operator system will know that seat is taken.
Right away.
Okay. It's already reserved.
Yeah, makikita ko na. Like,
Yes.
Okay, ngayon lang ako nag-log in. Gusto ko mag-book ng trip. So, alam ko na agad yung taken na seats.
Yes.
I see.
So
Good.
it's real-time availability.
So the other platforms, they don't have that option.
Maybe they do in one form or another. I'm not sure.
Okay. But for yours at least, what is the very latest I have to book in order to get my seat?
Yes.
Right now, we can do 6 hours before the trip to 3 months.
Oh, so you can do as late as the same day?
Yes.
So let's say, for example, I'm planning to leave tonight. I can already book in the morning.
You can.
Oh, okay. So
Pwede
like a
na.
last minute trip. Okay.
Basta at least may 6 hours, no?
6 hours.
6 hours.
Yes.
Kung lesser than that, hindi na kaya. For example, parang gusto kong mag-Baguio ngayon. Gusto ko na umalis
Kasi
mamaya.
ngayon na.
Ganon.
Hindi ka
Ngayon na.
mag-impact
Impulsive ako.
Ganito lang. Punta
Oo,
na tayo.
ngayon na. Pwede ba yun?
It depends kasi the system we encourage to book really 6 hours before, so yeah.
6 hours.
Well, because
No impulsive trips.
for yours, the bus, it follows the strict schedule, diba?
Yes.
So you can't just do it now and expect the bus is gonna wait for you to
And
arrive.
expect that seats will be reserved for you, no?
Tama.
Okay, sige, ganito. Paano pag may clients na kayo, na-book nyo na, tapos biglang nagkaroon ng problem sa Genesis, for example, paano nyo hinahandle yun? Like, there's already bookings and reservations, tapos tumawag si Genesis, I don't know, operation, may nangyari sa buses or drivers. How do you handle that?
We of course we have the scope. Our scope is until yung online booking side of the transaction.
Yun lang.
Yes.
Oo.
In terms of the operation, sila na yun. We don't meddle with that anymore.
But how do you handle yung damage? For example, okay, walang trip na cancel. Sinong compensate? Si Genesis or kayo?
Okay.
Depende sa policy ng bus operator. Usually they provide naman policies, terms for that. So if they cancel, they can either let you transfer it to another trip for free or refund. So they have naman policies in place for this.
What about for me? What if I booked but I want to cancel? Can I still cancel?
Book and cancel.
Like I
6
made
hours din before.
What is the latest
Time that you can cancel your
yeah.
booking.
You can cancel your booking. It depends on the reason kasi like if you cancel an airline booking, you don't really get a full refund.
Yes.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Yes, because you have to think of the losses. But okay,
Right,
let's say
but we can.
When I reserve, do I need to pay right then and there when I make my reservation, my booking?
Yes, you do.
Yes. Okay.
You have to pay for the reservation to be confirmed.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So right now, for iWantSeats, what are the routes that you have?
Online would be Baguio and Baler. We're working on.
Baguio and Baler.
Yeah, I mean these are good routes to start with, but of course we want to expand to cover most of hopefully of the parts of the Philippines.
Maraming pumupunta. Kasi
Yeah.
sa mga places na yun eh. Okay,
Yeah.
pag for example sa Baguio, pero dapat ba yung trip mo talaga going to Baguio?
Yeah.
Yung mga towns like on the way, hindi
Ah.
siya pwedeng i-reserve.
Yung the bus line kasi is point to point. So they don't have stopovers. But
So I
for
can't
other-
just say para.
Oo, i-reserve ko, ano lang, hanggang
Patabi lang ako
Binalonan
dito ako
lang.
bababa.
Kasi I'm from Binalonan, so madadaanan siya ng bus papuntang
Yeah.
Baguio.
There
So
are
hindi
bus
ako
lines.
pwedeng i-reserve yun.
There are bus lines who allow, depende kasi sa operations ng bus, there are bus lines who have stopovers or drop-offs in between.
Oo.
So, depende. If we have a bus line like that on board, we can make that available naman.
Okay.
If
Cool.
you want to be dropped off here. Yeah.
Okay.
But for the future, where do you want to expand? What
Yes.
parts of the Philippines?
We want to expand more to, of course, still the north and of course the south, from Visayas to Mindanao, of course. We want to make the
Nice.
service available na din.
But from Visayas to Mindanao, isn't it an island?
May mga land trips pa rin.
Okay.
May mga points na may land
Okay.
trips.
Yeah. Well, in terms of another side of the expansion, we are also looking at the ferries because when you go to the south,
Oh, wow.
there's water.
Bookings ng ferries. Cute.
And it works the same din naman. You get to book a seat in a ferry, just like in a bus.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So now we know the specifics or the operation side. Now, let me ask, sino who are manning the business, aside from you and your dad? Do you have staff already that you hired? Or,
Well, my dad now, he serves as technical advisor na. So
Okay.
Kami na.
So
we're on our own. I have 5 people working with me. All of them are millennials then.
talaga?
Yes.
Oo, talagang young
Very
population.
young.
No? Okay. So you have a team, tapos consultant yung dad. So you're basically doing lahat. Hindi lang business development na.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
And then,
Do you have a physical office that you?
Yes, we do. It's in Ortigas.
Okay.
Yeah.
physical offices in Ortigas.
Oo.
Okay. We go back to the topic how millennials do business
Yes.
na. Parang how do you juggle things? What are your other responsibilities? And parang when you came up with this idea, this business, did you have to quit a day job or yeah?
I mentioned before that before this I was working in advertising
Yes.
for a year, and
Yeah.
I tried for a while to juggle it.
Hindi ka agad nag-resign.
Of course I wanted to try,
Try
but
lang.
I saw the demand is very demanding. The way we wanted to grow, I could not do it partially na.
Yes.
So I decided to go full in.
Okay.
You cannot have both talaga, no? I mean, kasi Rand, di ba meron tayong ibang mga guests na they did actually juggle and it worked.
It depends on what's your
Oo.
industry. You know,
Oo.
if you are in the food business or
Right.
retail, maybe you can do those things on the side. But for this one, you are creating a system that is not so accepted yet in the Philippines. Diba? Not everyone is.
Yeah.
For restaurants, there's restaurants everywhere.
Yes.
So this is something still very new, you know,
Yes.
and it requires a lot of dedication. When you are
Right.
committing to that type of innovation, you have to be 100%.
And on how much you want to get involved with the business
Yes.
and how fast you want to grow.
Oo.
Diba? Okay, so let's highlight that na for some it works, yung pwedeng pagsabayan na may day job at the same time may business. For others, hindi. Kasi, I mean, for the sake of the business, of course, there's always a trade-off. You have to quit, you have to give up something, no? And
Yes.
focus
Yes,
on something.
depending
or
on the
one.
type of industry, how demanding it is.
Yes.
And especially the team that you have. If it requires a very special skill set.
Oo,
that re-
micromanagement.
Oo, diba?
Yes.
Like for your team, what are their different types of skills? What is their background?
We have the tech team. We have 3 developers, 1 customer service, and 1 operations and admin finance.
Mm-mm.
Complete na sila.
Yes, and for those types of
Oo.
jobs, really, that becomes your main job. Customer
Correct.
service, diba? Any hours of the
Oo.
day? Oo.
Oo.
So you really have to consider, is this startup that I'm gonna do, can I still do this in line simultaneously with my
Yes.
current job, or do I need to already stop that other job and put this one full force.
Yeah.
Of course, at some point, I just wanted to add, because I know people who are in this dilemma. Should I quit my job?
Yes. Okay. Share.
Yes.
I think you should look at the point wherein it's maybe worth it to leave your job. Like if your startup is already getting traction and you can't leave it na.
Yeah.
Parang may customers ka na and you can't leave it. Who will take care of it? Or you can't back out anymore because it's actually being validated na.
Right. Right.
So maybe it would be a good time then to quit or to let go of your other job. And if money is a problem, you could look into finance or funding from investors to help you with the cash flow and the income.
Yeah, there are other ideas for resources. Now, what's a last piece of advice that you can give to some of our viewers who they want to start their business, but they just need some words of advice for someone who's been there?
Some push.
Well, I can say it's very, very fulfilling. I mean, if you like that kind of challenge, if you like that kind of control, I think it's going to be worth it. But of course, the expectation is really, it's not going to be easy.
Yes.
And you have to have a strong heart.
Strong heart, you have to be brave.
Yes.
Imagine you're gonna quit, you're gonna give up your day job and then focus on this. Siyempre, hindi mo alam kung mag-work ba, paano yung finances, paano yung bills mo. But again, brave, strong heart.
You have to be brave, yes. And of course, you have to be practical, you have to be realistic as well. I mean, don't go full in without knowing the details, or you have to be realistic. Do everything you can to know, to study it before you make any rash big decisions in life.
Okay,
Yes.
that's a very good point. Okay, before we close,
Yes, let's say hi to some of our
Yes.
comments. Okay. To George Alo, Danny Padilla watching from Qatar. Hello.
yes, baka may nalagpasan tayo. Ed Loresto, good morning. Eagle News, good morning po. Noemi Albano, Adatrop. Okay, hindi ko mabasa yung pangalan. Iba yung name niya sa Facebook.
Rose Faith, I can pronounce that one. Hello.
Rosemary, yes. Chong Jonah. Noel Bautista watching from Malabon. Good morning po. Happy viewing. And Orlando Abileda, no pain, no oh my gosh, no pain, no gain. Okay, whoever you are, happy viewing.
To
And then to
Andy
Adrian.
Guzman, Cora Tolentino, Dongsky, Pearl Espinosa, happy watching.
Yeah.
Agnes Vallador, Mabet
Yes.
Devetore.
My friends are watching.
Oh, they are.
Yes, Adrian, PNK, MT, and Sir Noy. Hello, Kirino Teo. Hello, sir.
Yes.
See you soon. Please catch up. Albert Ison, Azalia, and then Caitlin Demain. Hello, guys.
Hello.
Happy watching.
To my cousin, Delvin Blanco. Hello,
Gerald
watching
Reyes.
from Chicago.
And si Tita Luz Viminda Telen. Hello.
And let's greet some people. Let's greet one of our fellow co-workers at EBC.
Yes, Nea.
Miss Nea Mangawang. Happy birthday.
Nea Mangawang, one of our anchors here in Eagle News. Yes, happy birthday.
Yes. If you see her later today when she has her segment, make sure you greet her happy birthday.
Yes. What's our next segment pala?
We have Miss Maricar on international
Eagle
news here on
Yes,
Eagle News.
on news updates.
Yes. Is there anyone that you want to greet? Maybe your dad.
Maybe later when I share this video, I'll be hi.
And your team.
Yes.
Yes.
Hi to my iWantSeats team. I'll see you later.
Yay!
Better
Hello.
be doing your work now.
So
Okay,
we all hope that you enjoyed today's episode.
Yes.
These are mornings filled with meaningful business talk.
Giving you useful advice on how to win at your career.
I am Randy
And
Bernardino.
I am Mayan Manzano, and this is Daily Insight.